Hey girls, I'm going to make a video really quick that shows you how to log in to Clever as a teacher and see what your kids are actually finishing in BrainPop and Education Galaxy or whatever we're doing. So that's really cool. I think Kim said in her last email, she said something about documentation of participation. Um, from what I'm hearing from Caden's teacher on the west side for third grade is that they're having to document what kids are actually finishing, not just what you've invited them to do, not just your emails, not just our communication, but like what they're actually completing. Um, Kim hasn't said that in exactly so many words to us, but chances are if the west side's having to do it, I mean, that's probably going to come down the line. So I went ahead and told my parents that I'm needing to document that and letting them know that I can see in Clever what kids are finishing. And if they're not doing it through Clever, if they'll just send me a weekly email or a text letting me know like what their kids did for learning that week. Or that they can take pictures of finished things and text them to me or email them to me. I just kind of gave my parents some options on ways to communicate with me. And I acted like it was mandatory because um, that's what I thought coming from Candace, Caden's teacher, and also what I was remembering of Kim's email. But then when I went, after I sent that email to parents, I went back and looked at Kim's email, and it doesn't say exactly the same thing that Candace said. And so I don't know if that's coming. So in case it's coming, in case we are needing to document what kids finish in Clever, I want to show you how to do that because it's actually it's it's there's a few steps to it, but it's very simple to do. Okay, so I'm going to make my face small because we don't need to see all that. So go to the At Home Learning page. Y'all know how to get there? Just start from scratch. Wiley District website, At Home Learning. Click on Clever. Log in with Google, just like the kids do, but it knows that you're a teacher, not a kid. Okay, and then you should come to a homeroom page like this. The first thing that's the fastest data for you is analytics up here where it says new. It will show you, I'm going to move this over so you don't see names for confidentiality. So there's names on this side. It will show you who has not logged in at all. So it says since April 1st, but I think that means ever because I don't know that we've ever done it. Okay, last 7 days. Okay, the red X's are people who have not logged in at all in the last 7 days. The little yellow dots are the people who have logged in the past 7 days. The green checks are the people who have logged in within the last 4 days. And so that just gives you a really quick snapshot of who is just logging into Clever. Okay, but that's all that shows. So you want to go back to your homeroom. Then you can click on the links to the apps. So you can look at the assignments for the week and see which of these little district apps that we have assigned. So for instance, BrainPop Junior is the main one for us. And so we click on that, and it's going to take you to your kind of teacher page, and up here it says dashboard. And then it gives you your classes. It gives you all your classes, which is the same as like in Blackboard when it lists. So it doesn't, I don't think it matters which one you click on. You just click on one. Okay. Now, it says your classes work will show up here. This is if you assigned something specifically through Clever, which we're not doing. So this should be blank. That's supposed to be blank. But if you click on View Students, then you can click on a name, and I'm going to do one that I know has been doing stuff. Jonah's been logging on a bunch. So once you click on the kid's name, it will show you every single thing they've done in BrainPop Junior in the past, I think, ever. Like, I think you can keep loading. Yeah, his mom does all the things. If they do the quizzes, it'll say how they scored. Not that that super matters, but that's just more data to have. Some parents are excited about that kind of thing. It says what games they played, what movies they've watched. Oh my gosh, he's done everything on Book Junior. As you can tell, I haven't actually looked at this yet. Um, yeah, maybe. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. At first, I was like, maybe this is just showing all the possible ones. No, this is literally, he's done everything on here that's listed. Because his mom is like homeschooling mom extraordinaire right now. Okay. It says what date and what time they finished it. There we go. Finally finished the end of the list. Okay. It says how they scored on the quizzes. And so that's what you can see on BrainPop. I'm just going to exit out of that. I don't know if we've assigned anything through Education Galaxy, but it lets you log in. Oh, it wants me to be cute. I'm not going to do that right now. Skip. Okay. So this, I don't know how to do this. But maybe that's because we haven't done anything through Education Galaxy. I actually don't. Here, my classroom at a glance. Let's see. Yep, all zeros. So I guess we haven't done anything through Education Galaxy. So obviously, if they haven't done it, it's not going to be on there. But maybe Starfall? No, we don't have individual logins for Starfall. So I am thinking the only thing that this will show is BrainPop and maybe Spelling City. There's a Studies Weekly on Clever. I just saw that. Oh, let's see. No, I don't have anything in Spelling City right now either. That's okay. Okay, I didn't even know there was a Studies Weekly in Clever. I'm gonna need to do that because I didn't include my Studies Weekly newsletters. Okay, so this is not as much information as I thought it was, but there is a way to show BrainPop Junior. So if we are having to, and there's like almost something in every subject for BrainPop Junior every week because it's just the easiest thing we're assigning. And so if we end up needing to document this stuff, we've got it. Oh, this is all the math videos he's done. Oh no, this is not even just one student. Oh, okay, cool. So this shows how many, so like looking at the activities that some have done, it shows who's done them, and not how many, but who's, sorry, not who, but how many, who's done them and who hasn't. Maybe if I click on that, it'll show who. Yeah, okay, so if you click on the individual activity, it'll tell you who's done it and who hasn't, and then you can scooch up and look at the status and see who's finished it and who hasn't. Okay, so what this is telling me is that not very many of my students are utilizing the BrainPop stuff on the links online, and that's okay. But that's good information for me to have. And my guess is I'm going to see those numbers go way up after my email that I sent today when parents realize that, oh, she can actually see what we're doing. So it just gives us a little bit of extra information if we have to have it. I hope this was helpful. I think I talked way more than I needed to. Love you. Bye.